Academics, it was like CNN. He was like CNN. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that they reached out to them dudes and they did not hesitate to cooperate. That's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I do not doubt for an inch of me that they didn't cooperate. And that's, and when you think about it though, you know, you shouldn't be saying those things in interviews, man. You should just like keep it about the music.
Yeah.
Keep it about the motherfucking music, man. Whatever else, it's like, you know, when you got shit going on in your household, you don't want that shit out in everybody's business.
And that's why it's like, I feel like, it's okay to like report on it. Mm-hmm. And like I've heard him try to use that lane of like, oh, I'm just a reporter, but it's not that, bro. You do a whole like 30, 40-minute segment and go into this nigga whole livelihood and some more shit. I don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And be like, that's why I said I feel like kind of like what you said a few minutes ago, that it is that part. That's why I agree with that part. It is a lot of shit that's out there the feds can just pick apart because he goes too far sometimes.
Because you don't know what case they got going on.
Other shit going on. You don't even know. And I remember one time the same thing happened with Street Murder.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Where they was interviewing Master P, and Master P spoke on his legal situation. And then he came back out on like a telephone interview and was like, man, you know, I know they got their little situation, but he was just like saying, you know, like, don't speak on my legal situation in no public media outlets. You're not even involved in my legal defense or anything like that. So it was actually hurting him. He was saying, you know what I'm saying, you putting out information and it's hurting my case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It's like, that's why I said that. You can't speak on people and go too far. It's cool to just bring up the news so, you know, people know.
Right.
And it's relative because a lot of other people are not knowledgeable about it. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be so deep into these people's personal lives that you causing more trouble for them, causing relationship trouble, household, whatever. That man still got a family. Yeah. So, man.
And you know what it's saying? You know, people want that dirty shit. They
want that. They do, because that's what they feed off of course.
And that's what gets you those views and gets you that action that you...
For sure. Gossipy shit. And, like, I feel like, you know, again, it's a tasteless part to it. And then it's a way to go about it in a classy way, you know? And that's why I said that. Like, it's okay to bring it up because it's hip-hop news. That's what we do. But, you know what I mean? Some people out there, man, they just going too far. You know what I mean? I've seen shit that just sometimes be like, damn, like they act like they know a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And like, just like fucked up to me.
Like you kicked it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like not even, and it's not even like.
You open to answer these questions because you know, I'm asking. So you want to tell me. But it's, you know, we have to stop. Like, remember you saying, like, stop feeding into that shit. Like, when you was talking about the King Von shit where he got killed or everything like that. We have to stop looking for that shit. Well, and if they look for that shit, if they keep asking for that shit, we seeing and we liking it and subscribing and sharing and doing all that. Well,
like, again, I'm a realist, man. That shit ain't never gonna stop. Right. Anytime you've seen Worldstar have the success they've had, which we all know started from fight videos and the whole Chirac shit. Dog, it's like 50 other platforms copying their model. TSR wouldn't have been born without Worldstar. You know, what's the other joint? Can't even think of it at the moment. The Baller joint. Baller Alert or whatever.
Baller Alert. The little Baller.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, all that shit, they Worldstar babies. But Worldstar started this whole virality shit with they whole push. You feel what I'm saying? When when millions of people started motherfucking watching and keying in like that, come on, man. They started realizing this is what people want. Just keeping it real. So it's not gonna stop. I'm not gonna tell people to stop. I'm gonna just say that don't give these people so much power over your time. Gossip is gossip, but like I said, it shouldn't be so deep that you getting caught up in, like a lot of people do get out here and be debating and shit, you know what I'm saying, about these shit, you know, like they know these motherfuckers, cause they watch this stuff type shit, like you enlightening their life and shit, like, that's when it's bad, you know what I'm saying, you got your own life to worry about, okay, you don't know what these people life really about.
Yeah.
But they never gonna stop. The internet consumption just gonna get, I mean, look, the fact we in the whole pandemic, that shit gonna get even worse.
Oh, yeah. Because people
don't got shit to do.
People are bored, man.
Why? What else is there to do?
Bored, man, and we gotta...
Attention span low.
Yep, shit. So, man, so, you know, that's even when I'm in the house, man, I try to, you know, read about shit, look up shit, you know what I mean? Try to find a new hustle. Right. Try to find a new grind, man. And, you know, that brings me up to this next subject we want to talk about. Video games.
Oh, man. Damn. I mean, you know, with that shit, man, you know, I think that's just one of those things where some people, you know, they are like game connoisseurs. I'm not gonna say they wrong for that, but just don't try to push the agenda on other people. You know what I mean? As far as trying to make gaming at late ages acceptable. I ain't even gonna say cool. Let's say acceptable. Fuck cool. Acceptable. Because when niggas start saying shit like this wild, goofy shit, trying to, man, I don't even want to speak on that shit because it's ridiculous, but anytime niggas start trying to clown other niggas who don't play games, that's when the line got to be drawn and shit going too far.
Nah, don't get me wrong, man. I used to be a big-time game. I used to love it.
Yeah, but I like, let's be honest, though. There's a line that has to be drawn at a certain point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's okay, because that's normal. Mm-hmm. You know, you coming up, who fuck, you know what I mean? Don't indulge. I'm saying when niggas trying to normalize being over 20, I'm going to say being over 16, 17, and you still playing 2K, you're a fucking lame. I don't care what you say. You ain't got $1 million yet. You're lame.
Because these guys, and the thing is, though, some of these guys actually getting paid good money to get paid to play these games.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
You don't believe?
Nah.
That nigga, well off of endorsements to come into play too, or whatever, everything like that. So you're right. Sponsorships and.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear. So they're not just getting it from playing these games on YouTube or getting views or anything like that. They get sponsored.
Other shit.
So
outside money.
Checks. And there's nothing wrong with playing a game. Just remember, you got other shit going on too.
Well, I feel like I said, anytime you got a kid and you got to tell your kid go sit down because daddy got to play the game, you're a fucking loser. I don't care, man. And that's just me. Like I'm sorry, I can't respect that. I don't fucking care. It's just that I'm sorry. That's an unfiltered one for me. I can't even filter that shit. They just on some bullshit. Right. So that's you niggas out here who still, you know what I'm saying, getting your baby mother or your moms to buy your sneakers and your fucking video games. Come on, man. You ain't 12. That's just how I feel, man. The fuck up out here, dog. Some of these niggas could really be working 2 jobs the way they play games.
They play for 16 hours.
Remember that shit? 16. We've witnessed niggas play games for a whole 12 to 24 hours. And not move.
Not move, man.
You could have worked 2-3 jobs. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, come on, dog. After a certain age, it's different when you young, bro. And it's like you know, you go outside, you play your little sports, whatever like that. It's like your little time, you know what I mean, to just do you. Cause especially, you know, when you're a kid and you got organized parenting situation, they on your ass, you know, we'll get your ass up, go to school, all that shit. Like, I remember when Genesis first came out, my mom only let us kind of like play that shit for like an hour or something like that. Then she would like turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. So I'm just saying that, like,
I remember when my mother didn't allow us to play games on weekdays either.
That's what I'm saying. It was a different ball game back then.
On weekdays.
It's a different ball game, dog. Because you know why?
I'm not. Like I said, we're not bashing it.
Right.
If you want to do what you want to do, that's fine. But all we just saying is other constructive shit that's out here. You could be doing, man. You could be doing.
You're investing your time in alternative reality, in virtual reality. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, in real life, you've accomplished very little.
Right.
And I'm saying, it's almost scary because I'm saying, like, you got niggas out here that done beat all these games and shit, and it's like, dog, you don't have a house, you don't have a car. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's why I said it scares me on that level. You feel what I'm saying? Where, like, overindulging, overconsumption. Your life is about alternative shit that you're doing and being successful at. That's scary, dog. To me. I don't know about everybody else, but that's scary. To the niggas that's in their mama basement still gaming and shit, and you over, like I said, 20 years old, 21 years old, you tweaking, dog.
I got a 40-year-old nigga I work with, bruh. This nigga stood in line for the PS5.
See what I'm saying?
For hours.
That's what I'm trying to say.
For hours, bruh. I'm like, bruh.
A lot of niggas broke up with their girlfriend because they didn't buy him a PlayStation.
No. The funny thing, this nigga complained about online school.
See what I'm saying? He don't want to be bothered.
You complained about online school.
He don't want to be bothered.
But you can stand in a line for X amount of hours for a game.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say, where it goes too far.
It's gone far.
And it's almost showing to me like an addiction.
Damn, like that.
A mental sickness. You feel what I'm saying? Right, because anytime, it's just like with drugs.
Yeah.
If a person rather put drugs before their child or drug before food, that's what I said a few seconds ago. If you in the house and your kid go, Dad, can you do this? Or mommy, I ain't gonna say mom because most of these niggas. Mom, Dad, can you know what I mean? Can you go outside or do some shit like that? Or and you're like, all right, give me a minute, I gotta finish the game. Or like that clip we seen when dude father fell down the steps because he was trying to get his son. He kept,
you motherfucker.
You motherfucker. Somehow we gonna try to repost that thing for y'all. But his father probably was like 50 years old. He asked him to come upstairs and move the furniture.
And the dude was like, what, 35? It looked like about 35.
Who, the dude? This guy was like our age or older.
36. He was way down. He was older than us.
He was older, man.
He was older than us. His man, like, hey, yo, he coming down the steps.
Yeah, he definitely was older.
Bob was so hot, man. The motherfucker fell down the steps.
And because there was so much shit on the steps. This shit was dirty as fuck.
Room clean. This motherfucker in a whole different
shoes
world.
On the steps, all type of shit.
A whole different world, man. This nigga was real live with his man. His man saying, like, hey, young, your dad coming downstairs, bro. They like 36, bro. Like, dad, hold on, wait, man. I'm gonna help you, man.
That's what I'm saying. How many times did you tell him hold on? About 5?
About 6, 7 times.
And all he kept doing was come upstairs and move the front. Right. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like, come on, nigga, like, that's not normal to me. And I'm okay to say it. Yeah. I know some people ain't gonna accept that shit, and I hate the motherfucker hurt your feelings. But you need to really ask yourself, what are you getting accomplished at the end of the day if you gaming for 4 hours? Even if you doing 4 a day, nigga. Do that math and add that up. You feel what I'm saying? Because 4 times motherfucking 5 is 20. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's 20 motherfucking hours a week. We ain't even gonna do 7. We're gonna leave it at 5.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to say. How the fuck is it? Okay, so then let's do that times, what is it, 4 weeks in a month? That's 80 fucking hours. A month you spend on games.
And it's a lot of money that you're spending on games too. Like
yeah,
the PS5 is $600. You got niggas out here paying $1,200.
And you know what's sad about that shit?
$1,200
that gets me is that the business model. Like you a grown ass man, and anytime you see that these drinks come out the first year and they $600 and in 2 years they $300, that's what I mean. You a whole grown ass man. The fuck wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Then you see the games when they first come out with $75. You go trade them in, they give you a third of what they worth, then they go sell it back for half of what they worth, and they just make money off your stupid ass.
Let me tell you, let's take it back. You remember I used to work at GameStop, right?
Funko Land. Let's call it Funko Land.
You remember what Funko Land? That motherfucker. I worked there for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Up off of Donnell Drive in Forestburg.
Yeah, the infamous location.
I used to watch so many niggas have like nervous breakdowns because we didn't have the shit they wanted. Mm-hmm. Grown men, like grown ass men.
I believe it.
Real life trying to fight niggas because we don't have the shit that they want.
Yeah. That's why I say it's like an addiction.
And it's like an addiction,
like
man.
An addiction,
and all
bro.
I'm saying is like, y'all, like we not.
Think about this, right? While we on the topic, I mean, on the word of addiction. Think about that year, and I know you remember because we was talking about it. Remember the year when the dudes caught everybody lacking outside the store for mad and they robbed everybody that was lined up?
Oh, yeah.
And this happened only in the DMV, right? Mm-hmm. That lets you know right there. They was lined up outside like junkies. Back in the 80s, crack era. Standing at the dope man door at motherfucking 4 in the morning.
Like when you bitches used to get the welfare checks first of the month.
You feel me? When they stand outside the clinics on Washington Boulevard at 4 in the morning, head ass boy. You feel me?
We watch this shit.
We watch this shit. It's every day, nigga.
Every morning.
So that's how I'm looking at this shit, nigga. Mm-hmm. You might as well get my hot plate with that shit too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like how the fuck.
And you pass 63.59.
Beating them pockets, boy.
Beating them pockets. That PS5 $600.
And Sony just raping niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Sony just raping the fuck out of you. So
and you gotta pay for that online. I don't know about PlayStation, but I know when Microsoft back in the day.
Yeah, they was busting heads, nigga. Xbox Live.
$50 for the year.
That shit was
$20 for the month. $7.99 for the.
See, I'm gonna be honest. Shout out to my mom. It was moments like this when now I'm a grown ass man. I'm glad my mother said no. I'm glad my fucking mom said no. Straight up, it's like as a whole adult now, I'm so happy at moments when my mother told me no. Mm-hmm. When shit just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. This how you know you come out of a hustler household. My mama got hip to that shit, nigga. that when the systems first come out, they bust your head. In 2 years, they half price. That's how we got our system. We always got the system late.
Yeah.
We got Genesis probably like 3-4 years after it first came out. We got 64 when everybody had PlayStation 2. And then my mom got hip off I'm going to GameStop. My mom found out about Funko Land, not us. She found out and went up there and said, they said this shit used. Came on Funko Land and we'll bring home the systems. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. My mama was on that shit because she was smart enough. When the Xbox came out, same thing. My mother did. Come on, man. They caught that joint on sale for Christmas. After 3-4 years, Halo 2 was out by the time I got that bitch. You feel me? That Xbox was $300 at that time. $299. You feel what I'm saying? And it came with 2 controls. You know, they was doing the little bundles and shit, 3-4 games like that. That's how I got my shit most of the time. You feel what I'm saying? If it wasn't used from Funko Land, Granny had the discount at Sears because she had been working there 20 years. She'd get this 50% off employee senior discount. So that $300 also went down again to probably $150. Oh no, they ain't play that shit in my house about that silly shit.
And then the funny thing about it, your bitch get mad when that new 2K and Madden come out because she knows she ain't getting no dick.
Right. And then it's like ladies, listen, ladies, you know, just understand, like, it's plenty of guys out here who will pipe you down for the whole day. I'm one of those guys. I'm not trying to say look out for me as a candidate. I'm just saying.
I'm one of them.
He's one of them. I'm just saying, because, all he got me a bust down. I'm just saying like this. It's niggas like me who'll fuck you all day. Fuck a game. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a few recharge moments. Get like a 2-hour nap in. Hit a couple blunts, 6, 7, 8 blunts. Get some juice. You know what I mean? This Bacardi Gold we got over here. Man, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, and we go
bust your ass all day.
We document. We can cut them.
All that shit.
We can do all
that shit.
All that. Don't even
cut up.
Don't worry about
cut the fuck up.
Don't worry about
yeah, I ain't got that shit. That shit don't even exist.
Baby.
And then guess what? Turn on some Sade, nigga. You know?
You trying to be a smooth operator.
I am, nigga. I am.
Again, man, we not bashing y'all, man, for playing y'all games, man. If that's what makes you happy, makes you happy. Because sometimes I seem that it's therapeutic for some people.
I see that. I can see it. But I mean, look. Anytime baby moms gotta start twerking and all this shit to get you to stop playing a game, I'm just letting it be known. And there's niggas out here who all you gotta do is twitch your ass. Just twitch. Fuck that. You ain't even gotta fully twerk. Just come in, just walk around the house with no drawers on, just a shirt, and just twitch your ass. And it's a wrap.
And the other thing is another thing I gotta say too. If you can't find that PS5 or Xbox, whatever the drink called, the big drink, no homo, it ain't the end of the world, man. A lot of you niggas
well, it is for some niggas.
With
it
your
is.
Head down, about to jump off the motherfucking Empire State Building.
It's over.
It's over. I can't get it, man. They gonna make more, bruh.
Yeah.
If you really want it, and like I said, if you love your game and it's therapeutic for you and it helps you out, play your motherfucking game.
Yeah, do you, man.
Do you, man.
I ain't trying to shoot nobody down.
Damn, we not gonna shoot nobody down for that shit.
Just try to think about something else sometimes, man. My whole thing is, if it's some things out there you ain't never done or tried before, man, go out there and do that shit.
Because a lot of you niggas is traveling this game, don't even have a passport.
Ain't been nowhere. That's what I'm trying to say, nigga. Ain't been nowhere.
Ain't been nowhere.
Probably went to Comic-Con, nigga, in New York or some shit like that.
Ain't been
nowhere, though.
Bro. Come on, man. Yeah. Look, when you get a chance, everybody, I want y'all to watch this movie called Ready Player One. It's a good movie. It's called Ready Player One. And it's about niggas like you. It's about niggas like you.
Niggas like you.
That don't want to accept the real world, man.
Yeah.
It's about that, man. When you get a chance, watch that shit. It's a really good movie, man. But like again, if you just want to play your game and it's therapeutic, get you out of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. I'm all with that.
My man right now, you know what I mean? He's in Hagerstown. That motherfucker always used to get his shit. And he in Hagerstown prison right now playing that motherfucking game. It's not. That's what's helping him not get into shit.
I believe that. That's
what's
I'm
helping
with
him
that.
not get
I'm with
into
that.
shit. I understand. That. So if it's therapeutic for you, do that shit.
Yeah, because some people do have like it helps with if they got like ADHD, I believe. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I know it does. There is some therapeutic parts to it. I know it's good for hand and eye coordination. I know that. Yeah. But just like I said, man, it shouldn't consume your life. That's all the fuck I'm saying. It shouldn't consume your life.
Right.
It shouldn't control you. You know. Your parents should not have to call you five times. Your girl should not have to call you 5 times. That's all I'm saying. Anything else than that, hey, my nigga, do you. But just know, if you don't hit your girl, when she doing all that shit and she step out and another nigga hit the John, don't be mad. That's all that other shit I got to say, too. If you don't service your woman and another nigga do, because you want to pay on the joystick and she want to play with your stick, don't be mad if she go find another one to play with.
Yeah, and another thing, too.
And even if that's the joystick upstairs in her motherfucking closet. Because a lot of you niggas don't even realize your girl got a toy. So I'm going to say, nigga. So she go, oh, yeah, all right, go ahead and play your game. She going to go play her game upstairs.
And you niggas with her joystick. Job, sitting on the couch.
That's what I'm saying.
Playing 2K all goddamn day and waiting for your girl to come home while she out here breaking bread for y'all so she can buy you that motherfucking game.
That's what I'm saying, up, bro. Man. That's an addiction,
you
bro.
You fucked up, man.
That's an addiction to me.
Some people can handle it, though. That's what I'm saying. Some people can handle that shit. Some people can't.
I agree.
It's like you said, it's a drug. Some people can handle it. I don't. We all know a crackhead that's functional. We all know crackheads functional. Some crackheads is dysfunctional.
Again, it's all about moderation. Yeah. But that's why I said, like, it shouldn't control you. It shouldn't control your life. It shouldn't control how you move, your punctuality, your responsibilities. You feel what I'm saying? All that shit ain't, like, what I'm saying is that shouldn't be primary and everything else secondary. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Anytime that shit is high priority, it's like, that's just like niggas with the Jordans. You know what I'm saying? When they used to run out of the house, they probably still do, I don't know. Remember when niggas run out of the house for the new J's when they would come out. But they can't get up for a job. You feel what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Go take their kid out. That type of shit, my nigga. Because what I'm saying is this. I see more parents just shoving a motherfucking device in their kid's face to get them out their face. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, this shit. Like, more so anything to the fathers, man.
And the kids come used to it because it's just like, you know what I mean, here. And they go right there in their little zone, and you don't want to be in that zone, man. You don't.
Well, it's just like, man, shit. Like you were saying this morning, shout out to baby girl and shit. She was doing the puzzles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my daughter doing
you gotta, I think that's another topic, man. Like, I just feel like, because I'm a huge advocate for, like, all this shit where y'all acting like COVID stopping y'all from doing stuff, man. Go take your kids out and teach them traditional fun. You know, outdoor activities. Go fucking collect pine cones. Go motherfucking teach them about rivers. Go teach them about turtles. Like, I didn't even realize that shit, like...
Go fishing.
That's what I'm saying. Just outdoor shit, hunting, archery. It's so many. ATV, you know, biking, hiking. You know, my daughter has experienced all those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she look forward to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I know. My daughter look forward to that stuff. So that's the whole thing. But for me, is like, these people don't even expose them to it, and then they keep them isolated in a house with a tablet in front of them because they don't feel like doing it. They don't want to. They really wasn't ready to be a parent. They don't feel like entertaining that shit. And, like, to me, it's just getting really out of hand. And, you know, one thing I do know, too, bro, is, and it's facts, like, I talk to so many parents who don't even take out the time to set parental controls on their kids' devices. And it's a fucking excuse. Yeah. All the parents out there, y'all, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't even listen to it when motherfuckers tell me they don't know. I just find it, like, very embarrassing. Because if you haven't taken all the time to do that, you're an excuse for a parent. Because that's what you're doing. You are sitting there saying, well, I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like even going and trying. I don't even want to see. They all right. And then when your kid's son come to my daughter's school and start talking about, Honor, you ever seen baby's first kiss?
Yeah.
In kindergarten. Oh yeah, you best believe I'm gonna be on his ass. Okay, how old the little nigga is? I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna touch.
You know what's so funny though, cause Kenzie go to John Bain and shit, and man, I dropped Kenzie off at that motherfucking school one day, man. They weren't looking at the kids, they was looking at the mothers out there. These kids probably in the second, third grade, first grade. Damn, I fucked the shit out of her.
Yeah, that's just because they hearing that they older folks saying that, niggas on their way saying that shit.
But they said it.
Man, I mean, but I ain't gonna act like I wasn't saying the same shit.
No, we was, but it's just like...
I had plenty of teachers I wanted to hit. I had plenty of teachers I wanted to hit when I was that age, nigga.
I'm talking about as...
And I remember one specifically that I was in love with. Shout out to Miss Butler, 6th grade teacher. Thomas Claggett, badass.
I was talking about fires as an adult. It's kind of like you hearing the kids saying it, and you just like, damn, man, fuck.
I just don't. I gotta let that. I gotta let that one fly though. We was on the same shit. Listen, I had this conversation with Shorty, and I was saying this shit. I said we were invoked, bro. Eve put paws on her titties. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Even with Lil'
shit
Kim,
like
Lil'
that.
Kim,
No, we're gonna leave Lil' Kim out of this one because you always talk about Lil' Kim. We gonna just talk about this specifically. I'm talking about the fact that as shorties, as young niggas, whatever you want to call them, where you from, you can't sit here and act like the influence wasn't around you at that age. These dudes is doing the same thing.
It's in it more now too, cause in the shows and stuff like that with the kids.
I just think that, like I said, like now they have more access to it. Going back to what I was saying about all we had was MTV. You feel what I'm saying? And like just being able to click that and go watch that. Now you got the blogs, you got the Instagram, you got the whole social media influx with the shit now. All of that shows these viral videos or twerk videos. Shout out to everybody, all the chicks send them twerk videos to them Amazon gift cards. You know what I mean? We're not gonna leak it out to no underage people, but we can't control who follow our page neither. Mm-hmm. But we definitely gonna repost the twerk videos. But yeah, man, that's all I'm trying to say. They got so many avenues to it now. That's why I said go back to what I was saying before about parental controls on the devices. If your kid got a tab and you haven't put parental controls on it, you should be ashamed of yourself. Cause I did that shit. Best believe when I got my daughter her first Kindle, I'm sorry, but I'm just that type of nigga. Yeah. I didn't feel comfortable handing my child a device where she could go on Google and pull up sex tapes and pull up whatever on YouTube. I didn't feel comfortable in that. So I took the responsibility upon myself to try to see if it was a way that I could prevent that. And they have a whole parental setting on the tablets where you can stop them from accessing browsers, stop them from accessing YouTube altogether. Yeah. And they actually have algorithms on the tablets, which if you don't know what an algorithm is, go look it up because I don't feel like explaining that shit. But it's basically programming to make sure the tablet only shows them content that's age appropriate for their age. It'll ask you what age are they. Mm-hmm. So certain apps, when they do go to the store, they can access still, but they'll make sure they can't even see none of the ones that are like, okay, these dating apps. If your kid put in there that they're 8 years old, those apps won't even show up. Mm. So that's what I'm saying. Going back to that, I just encourage all the parents out there, take a second. Just take a motherfucking half of a second. Go to the settings on the fucking tablet. Program your own tablet to have parental controls. That way, fuck it. You can hand it, because think about it that way. Then you can hand it to them and you really don't got nothing to worry about. Mm-hmm. Then it's out of your head. Right. That's how I look at it. Mm-hmm. There's no room for error. But just like I said, when I had my own experience with a young kindergarten kid, the kid basically had watched a reel or playlist on YouTube of a collection of kids, parents who had put together a playlist of kids accidentally kissing. Yeah. Or how kids at that young age, they do the little cute stuff, right? Mm-hmm. This kid had watched it numerous times. So when he came back to school, he seen Anna with a tablet. He starts asking her, have you seen baby's first kiss? And I asked him, he told me this. After I asked him, what is it? I thought it was a show. I thought it was an app. I thought it was a game. Mm. And I asked him, He had watched it like I said, if you went on YouTube right now and typed in "baby's kitchen" and they had like a playlist with like 50 different videos of different kids doing it, he watched it and like sucked it. He pulled it up for me on the tablet.
Oh yeah, man, we gotta get that shit off.
I'm gonna say it. He pulled it up for me on the tablet.
Yeah, we gotta get that shit off.
Cause I'm a father nigga, you know what I mean? I ain't, you know. I'm like, what you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? Show me that. What you talking about? And then when he showed it to me, I ain't gonna lie, that's when I put the wall up. Because this little nigga's nasty. And I said, okay, Wanda's not gonna be watching that. And my daughter's not gonna be doing none of that shit. So, no.
No, not at all.
You feel me? So that's all I'm saying is that, you know, like, look, last piece to that, I walked out of the building and I felt like I was dealing with teenager shit. And my daughter was in kindergarten. And that's when I knew it was over. Yeah. I said, I'm not even supposed to be dealing with this yet. Yeah. In kindergarten. Yeah. You know, go ahead. You know. So that's the last thing I had to say about it.
No, I just find it crazy because it's just like, you know, these kids evolve faster than what we do.
Oh yes, they're fucking moving too fast.
Way fast.
Too fast.
They're fast.
And I ain't gonna lie, I agree with you. Like shit is over sexualized now.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100. I agree with you 100%.
That's what scares me because Kenzie's 8, and I'm like, okay, she's not into the boys thing yet. Or whatever like that. And I'm like, I know it's coming. I know that motherfucker's coming, and I'm scared. But the thing is, my best thing I can do, like I told the popcorn about, he said, we just gotta educate her. We just gotta let her know.
That's all you can do, man. I mean, but at the end of the day, too, I'm letting it be known. All you niggas with that dye and all that bullshit in your ear, and you're not coming to my house.
Yeah, weird motherfuckers.
And I made that clear to my daughter now.
Yeah, I told Kenzie I don't want to see.
You come in with them rapping looking niggas. Yeah. They got pink dreads and that shit. Yeah. Nose rings.
Packs.
Hey man, I'm just letting you know now. Y'all know the scene off Bad Boys too. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be real. Yeah. It's gonna be I'm gonna be like mine. I'm sorry, Will when he pulled the pistol out. That's all I'm gonna say. Chitty chitty bang bang or whatever the fuck he said. You know.
And you know the funny thing, I told Kenzie, I said, man, you gonna have it hard because you know how many uncles you got.
I mean, but you know, that ain't scaring the young niggas no more. Because they got a glizzy with a 30. And if it's, you got to have 30 uncles. They don't care, dog. And but see, what I'm saying is this. That's just like what we was talking about the other day, and we was joking around. And I'm sorry, we was talking about the shit with Tip and him taking his daughter to go make sure she's still a virgin and shit. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You brought up, you know, shit fuck with a Baltimore nigga. You know what I mean? Shout out to the yo. And, you know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, like, I guarantee you, bro, probably had a motherfucking 250 Honda or Kawasaki sitting on the back of the joint. Let's ride it. I'm going to show you around town. You feel what I'm saying? My father don't do none of this shit. My father a bitch. That's right, baby. Yeah, that nigga ain't shit. He washed up and fuck that nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta do that with your daughter. So you gotta have to take them out.
But that's why I feel like it's like, that's why a nigga like me, I'm sorry, and some people may think this shit like crazy, but that's why I raised my daughter with a 50-50 split. Mm-hmm. I show her the feminine side, the nurturing side, but then I give her a little bit of the street shit because I rather my daughter. She rode her own ATVs when she was a kid. She rode in the street with me on her daddy shit. You feel what I'm saying? She done went out here and played soccer. She done went out here and did shit, you know, boys shit too. Mm-hmm. You know, I want her to expose that. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, with music.
Kenzie was into that shit.
It's not even about, but it's you though. It's bro. They will embrace it. It's about you doing it.
KK is into like sports and, you know, all that other stuff, but Kenzie is that's the princess right there. She wants to be the princess. That's what she take.
Let me say this though. Now she at an age where she done already made up her mind. Yeah. So it's like a lot of shit I did real early. I did it early. I took my daughter and even when she was like real small, I noticed that she wasn't scared of like the ocean. When she was an infant, I'm talking like 1, 2 years old, we would go to the beach, she would run to the water. But I embraced it. You feel what I'm saying? I would go and then hold her by her waist, let her walk on her own. Let her test it out. And that way she can find her own strength and confidence. Sometimes it's about that. Sometimes you just gotta put it in front of them and then see what they do with it. And then when they get a little confidence with it, then they going, yeah. Even when I did the ATV shit, it wasn't like she asked for the John. It started from me buying the little small, when she was 1 or 2 years old, the little Power Wheels jumps. The little jumps that got 2 miles per hour. I just threw it in front of her and let her hop in the jump. When she first got a little BMW i8 little play car, Power Wheels joint, I just put it in front of her. I ain't ask her if she wanted it, I just put it in front of her. She got in the joint like, that's a car. I remember, she said, I got my own car. Right, now watch this. One day, because my pops used to do this shit to me. One day we was out at Virginia Beach. I put on my lap. I said, come on, you gonna drive the car. My car. She like, what? But that's how my father used to do. Put you on the knee, let you steer, just make sure you don't do no wild shit. You know what I'm saying? You got your foot on the gas and the brake. You hold the steering wheel underneath the bottom, let them drive. Man, she got addicted to that shit. First time I tried, she was like, she wasn't sure. I'd say, come on, I'm a shit. Man, it got to a point where she kept asking me to do it. Her mother was like, hey, look, this shit got to stop. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm talking about like after we leave the beach, every night she like, Dad, can I drive the truck? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'll take you to the parking lot. She said, stop that, motherfucker, I want to go to the hotel. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, to the point where now, even with my adult ATV, nigga, like, she be like, Dad, I want to ride with you on your joint. She like her joint, she kicks. That's how she started getting vicious on that joint. She doing fucking 360s on that joint now. Yeah. And I didn't even teach her, bro. That's what I mean, but sometimes you gotta just put it in front of them. She got bored with just riding, bro. We out in the field one day, she whipping the joint. I'm like, what is she doing? She flew off. I seen the videos. You ain't see the other ones when she was flying off of it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. But I keep her with the pad, everything fully padded, helmet and everything, chest shield and everything. So behind the scenes, she flew off the joint about 2 or 3 times, but she took it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I made sure she didn't get hurt or nothing, like the ATV ain't fall on top of her, none of that. So every time, I ran over, like, you good? She'd get up, Dad, I'm good. Hop right back in the drink, started back up, boom. She kept trying. Just like we was talking about yesterday, climbing up that hole. Slim. By the end of the day, she was doing donuts, fishtailing the joint around, whipping it, catching the drink, and she about to fuck around and be doing willies. So I'm just telling you, sometimes you gotta put in front of them, and that's what I'm saying. Going back to less engagement with the tablets, less engagement with TVs. Put them away for a second, and then when they get exposed to, they don't know that they like it, bro. Right. Until you put it in front. That's just like when you try new food. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know until you try it. Right. They never tried it before. And so it do get a little difficult as they get older, because like I said, they start to make up their own mind. Then, we don't know. Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Shout out to Washington Boulevard. Oh, fuck no. Oh, my head. Nah, listen, anytime you got a place of business and your fucking light on the front of your business is stained from old corrosion and just like age, I'm not coming to your fucking place of business eating any of the food. Yeah, man. Because that means your fryer's dirty. Yeah. That means your counter dirty. Yeah. That means your fucking cup holders is dirty.
It's like 19 rats in that motherfucker.
Oh my God. They got it. They paying rent. They paying rent. They got little condominiums in that joint. Shout out to Piece of Time. Shout out to Piece of Time. The whole Washington Boulevard. Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I get it though. Like it's just like, I look, my mother had like 6 kids. Right. She had 6. One is her stepson Devin, but we don't consider that. Mm-hmm. That's my brother always. And we all had different ways. Like, we was into different shit. Yeah. We was just all into different shit. We just had so many different personalities. Right. And I asked her, I was like, man, how the fuck you even get us to go where we want to go? She said, basically, y'all told me. I just had to listen.
Yeah, true. That too.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? So we just had our own different way. Like, I was more like chill, laid back,
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying about development. Like, as the kids get older, they start to find their own way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because of influence. They start to identify with certain people they see, they like, who they look up to. That's just like, for instance, and what I'm trying to say is this. It's about how you go about it. My daughter is like newly discovered Michael Jackson. So it's like every time we start getting in the car, she want to play that shit left and right. But see, I'm the type of dad, I'm not that type of human to sit there. I'd explain to my daughter what brainwashing is. Mm-hmm. I said, you can't keep listening to the same person over and over again. It's other artists. And I explained to her that you're never going to find out about other people that got time. How you know you don't like more than one person? Mm-hmm. This is what I mean about having those conversations with your kids. She said, I don't know that. And I said, you ever heard of Ray Charles? She said, no. You ever heard of Stevie Wonder? She said, no. I said, because she said, Michael Jackson's the best, like pretty much the greatest of all time, or the best performer of all time, or whatever. But she's a child. You understand what I'm saying? It's not even about who she heard it from necessarily. It's, again, that's why I said, how do you know you may not like other people more? And she said she didn't. So that's what I'm saying. It's about how you talk to your kids. Cause she thought for sure that, hey, this the best guy ever. And I know for sure and I like him. And it's nothing. And so again, I asked her, well, I said, did you know Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder were both blind and they played the piano? Whoa! Michael Jackson couldn't even play an instrument. Whoa!
Hell of that.
Some of his music he didn't even write. Whoa! She's like, who is Ray Charles? Who is Stevie Wonder? She said, Daddy, you serious? She thought I was playing, like it's a make-believe. Yeah. I said, no, he was blind, he could not see, and he could play the piano. And I just used that one example.
I think Stevie can see.
Nah, man, they blind, dog. They blind. I'm just saying that realistically, dog. Like, he's blind, dog. At the end of the day, I'm just saying. You can't sit here and not try to influence your kid with other stuff. I said, you haven't heard Jimi Hendrix before.
I think that, like, even...
He was the best black guitarist of all time. Yeah. She didn't even know that he existed. She didn't know, you understand what I'm saying, what he was capable of. So that's what I'm saying. It's your job to also expose them to more. You can't just sit there and go, well, that's all that. And they want, nah. If you don't, then you letting society develop them. Give them flavor. See, that's what my father was big on that shit, and that's why I get it. I didn't know what Spike Lee movies was. I didn't know I was gonna like Spike Lee movies. It took my dad going, sit your ass down and watch this shit, nigga. Fuck all that cartoon shit for a second. Fuck Rugrats.
You know, my father was like that too. My father was, he wouldn't let us watch too much cartoons.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. You have to get something else in front of them. Expose them to something else, because otherwise that's all they gonna want is the Fruit Loop shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you say, hold on for a second, you turn that off. Let me show you something. Like, let me explain something to you. Even as a kid, seeing Do the Right Thing at a young age helped me understand that when I walked outside, it was a reason why when just Rosie Perez in the beginning dancing, right? That alone for me translated like so much, like so many, like in just watching that in my brain, it was culture at a very young age. Here you got a Puerto Rican woman. I'm sorry, I'm not sure exactly if she's Puerto Rican. I don't mean to say that, but a Latino woman doing a thing to black music, to black hip hop music. That was like, I think Kanye stole that and did the Tiana Taylor shit. That's where he got that shit from. That's sidebar. But I'm just showing you as a young nigga, seeing that, it translated, because guess what? The little girls outside was doing the same shit. Mm-hmm. It let me know that at a time, it was at like 89, and in the 80s, people dressed and did some of the same things we did. They may be older now, but it let me know black culture. And not to be ashamed of it. Because that's what, in the beginning, that's what that was. Like, don't be ashamed. This is what we is, nigga, and you gonna take it. Right. So that's what I'm trying to say. That whole shit, seeing how the Italians and the community and the blacks and the Latino community all in that New York shit together and how that shit intermixed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know if I was gonna like that. I didn't know nothing about that. And to this day, these are my favorite movies, nigga.
Do you have a top, 5 favorite movies that you've seen as a kid? Like, do you
I can't.
Like I'm just saying, like,
I couldn't put that together, man. That's too hard. That's too hard. I couldn't even answer that question.
The top 10 top 5
as a kid,
memorable movies as a kid that you've seen.
Man. That's I don't know. I mean, because I don't wanna like. That's just hard, man. That's a hard question because I would say it's a combination between adult films and kid films. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I would have to do a 5 of my favorite kid films and a 5 of my favorite adult ones.
We're gonna do that next.
Yeah. That have to be a separate joint. You know what I mean? Because that's hard. That's
hard. We gotta think about that one. But that's hard. It's funny that you're saying that.
And not to cut you off too. That was the time when movies were really good. Yeah. Let's keep it real. I give you one off the top as far as my adult top 5, The Professional. I don't know if you ever seen that.
The Professional? Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's a classic. You know what I mean? The Godfather series as one, because that's one whole movie.
That was going to be in my...
Yeah, of course. It's not. And I think that's why I said it's hard. Because at that time, those movies were so strong. Yeah. Goodfellas. Fucking Scarface, like
the casino,
like dog, like come on, your list is already that's 5.
Right.
That's why I said I can't do that. Shit is hard. When it comes to like music artists, a little easier when you go like your top 5 albums or something like that. But movies,
because it's just so many.
I would even listen.
But you know what though?
When you gotta throw Gangs of New York in there. You feel what I'm saying? Like that is too fucking hard, bro. I can't give you a list of 5. That even 10.
I was just saying something that you remember. That you remember that was been so like that.
Something that stuck the most and the most profound. Mm-hmm. I have to honestly say, I'd have to say probably.
To me,
man, that's hard, man. That's hard. Yeah, you go ahead.
Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
And that stuck to me.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it's just like, damn, like you see this shit all the time.
Yeah.
You see this shit all the time. Mm-hmm. This shit is actually like.
But I mean, I can easily say like shit like Training Day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Training Day to me, that was another one that hit hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good with that question. I'm glad you can answer it because I don't want to hold the line. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's hard because I love films. Mm. I love films. I study film. So it's hard because I appreciate film. You feel what I'm saying? So when I see something that's really, really like thought out good, man, it's like I appreciate it as a gem. Like that's why I'm more into classic movies and not like no old shit. But I'm talking about like. The Training Days, the Monsters Balls, the what's that? What's another one of my favorite joints with Lauren Fishburne? What's the joint? Swordfish. Swordfish for me.
I like Hood.
Swordfish. The Nicolas Cage movies. Gone in 60 Seconds. Face Off.
Yeah. Con.
Con fucking head, dog.
Con Air was with the young Dave Chappelle. And a lot of people don't remember that. He was
Half-Baked, man. If you talk about Dave Chappelle, that's one of my top 10 all time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to but that's comedy, you know. Yeah. It's almost like you got to break that off into comedy. Section, yeah. It's hard, nigga. That's hard. I'm mad you asked me that, because that's hard. That's hard.
But it's good, but we're going to break it down.
Yeah, we'll do a whole segment on...
Just
straight. What's the your favorite top 5 or 10? And y'all shoot us some of y'all joints. You know what I'm saying?
Some of y'all favorite movies and even they could be cartoons, y'all. Because I know a lot of y'all gonna say fuck Space Jam.
I think it's not, but I think it's safe to say like give us the list of like your favorite childhood joints and your adult joints. Because like I said, you can't have somebody do both in one. That's hard. Because I put Pokemon movie as one of my favorite kids movies of all time. The old joint with Mewtwo and all that shit. That was like my favorite kid movie of all time. The first Power Rangers jump.
Yeah, the Power.
You know what I'm saying? Lion King.
The Batman Fat, the one who was off the screens watching the Batman Fat Man.
Which one?
The cartoon joint. We was watching off the screens that night.
I mean, see, it's like
that's my joint.
Let's see, you can't even say. Joint. But see, I can't put those in like that category because you know those were like side sitcom, like side movie project things. Like they weren't official films. We just talking about strictly official films. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like none of the Batman except what's the guy you always say his name? Val Kilmer or the guy, him and the guy before that. Those are my two favorite ones. Your guy, the first guy from the one, you know his name. I don't know.
Michael Keaton.
I like those two. Those are your guys. Those are my guys.
Actually, Tim Burton.
Them is the ones I like. My favorite out of that one is the Penguin shit. Mm-hmm. That's like my favorite one of that time. Yeah. Sorry.
That's the Tim Burton joints.
George Clooney and all that. No.
Fuck George Clooney.
No.
Fuck him.
He fucked up the Batman series. I think it's safe to say that. He fucked the series up. And you know what fucked it up? I remember me and Harold watched one. No. This is the funny part about it. Me and Harold watched this shit as a whole adult, right? High as fuck one day, right? And we realized, why the fuck does he smile in 90% of the fucking movie? You're Batman, motherfucker! You snapping necks!
Why your parents get shot in the fucking eye? What the fuck are you smiling for, you stupid motherfucker? I don't get it.
George Clooney, I'm sorry. I love you, Oceans series.
Okay. Yeah.
I love him.
But with Batman, fuck you.
You fucked that shit up, Brody.
Fuck you, George.
You should have just turned the script down.
Yeah.
I know you was that.
It's okay to turn scripts down. Yeah, it's okay.
And I know you was that nigga at that time. Mm-hmm. Don't get it twisted now. This was, young Clooney. Yeah. But god damn it. Nigga smiled the whole movie. Mm-hmm. You supposed to be fucking bad. You the hardest. Look at this Gotham City, nigga.
Man, you ain't got no superpowers.
Come on, man.
You breaking ribs and necks and.
Listen, even on some real shit, nigga. Robin went harder than you in that movie. He was trying to get the pussy from Ivy, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Then you got mad at my man. You old bitch ass nigga, man. He was trying to get that. It was burning and he still wanted it. You was on some bullshit. On some of the girl is mine shit after my man wanted her, nigga. You should have manned up on that one. Man. Coming in there with, man, my man, listen, he had the motherfucking poison ivy anti-lips. He was about to get the anti-condoms next. He was already prepared. You fucked his fuck up. Trying to be big man and shit.
George Clooney, we love you, man, but we fuck you for that Batman, man. You was dead wrong.
Dead wrong. You need to apologize to the Batman community. Straight up.
To the DC.
Straight up. Comics, everybody. We want to hear from you, nigga.
Some people's childhood.
Man,
some people was born really thought that she was the original Batman.
Man, listen. I don't like Arnold. Arnold shitting on you, nigga.
It's Mr. fucking Freeze.
Shitting on your ass in that film.
It's Mr. fucking Freeze.
Freeze, nigga.
Mr. fucking how do you even cast it? Who was the fucking casting director?
That shit was just bad. You know what? Who really did a real good job? Yeah. My nigga Jim Carrey when he was Riddler though.
Yeah, but Jim got that.
That nigga's a monster.
He's a monster. He got that type of that
got
style
that vibe, bro.
And that comedy.
Shout out to fucking Jim Carrey.
He can do a serious role. He can do a comedy role. He can do whatever. He's versatile. He's very versatile.
To add to that motherfucking top 10, I would throw the number 23 in there. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Badass film. And like you go to add on with you, like this nigga's talented, bro.
He's very talented.
And that was a whole serious role.
Yep.
No jokes.
He can do it.
And he killed it. He killed that shit.
Jim Carrey can do a lot of serious roles, and the thing is, I don't think people see him in that type of light, though.
Super shout out to him because I fuck with him extra hard. Right. Because I don't know if you had seen that joint when he accepted that award, bro, and that shit meant a lot, my nigga.
No, I haven't seen
when he got that award and now, I'm sorry if I got this wrong. I don't know if he bought Sean and them on stage. I can't remember if they gave him the award. Mm-hmm. But he got like the little award or whatever. I don't know if it was the Grammys or whatever, Oscars. But he brought them on stage or something like that. Excuse me if I'm wrong if they gave him the award. I can't remember. But he told the audience, like, let it be clear. You know what I'm saying? They gave me my first shot with In Living Color.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody else was. They thought he wasn't funny.
Yeah, they didn't.
All of the shit he auditioned for, they thought he wasn't funny, bro. And like, he said that when he all, you know what I'm saying, came through, they was like, yo, this nigga is funny as shit, and they believed in him. They already seen that he was gonna be big, bro, and they let him on the show. They let him do his thing, and he told, like, if it wasn't for them, he would have never had a shot, because he said after that he did Ace Ventura, nigga. And that not one of the biggest movies in his fucking career.
Yep.
He said that's how he ended up getting the shit, nigga. So shout out to Jim Carrey, because he a real nigga for saying that, dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He got a lot of respect.
He's a real nigga, man. Yeah, he fuck with us, man.
Yeah, he got a lot of respect.
That's one cracker. He can come up in the hood.
Any cookout.
Any cookout. Spark the weed up. Man. Jim in the building.
You
need to get you a black bitch, too, man. Stop fucking with them weird-ass white bitches. All you gotta do is make a black girl laugh, and she gonna cook and throw it back, nigga. We tripping, bro. Them white girls don't think you funny, Holmes. Because he going through that shit.
My didn't think he was funny. Cause he did,
I don't think they think he funny to this day.
They think he was funny in that Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, like they like that shit when he played foo-foo and shit. Like dumb, like, you know. They like when him play Boo Boo the Clown. But like I said, that nigga, hey, Jim, you want to come through the podcast? I'm a huge fan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Love the question. Love the question to you, man. Keep George Clooney away from here. Yeah,
like I said, he owed the fucking Batman community an apology.
I'm still mad about that shit. You know what? It made me so mad just now because I was just thinking about that fucking movie. As a kid, I didn't like that movie.
It was horrible.
It was so horrible.
It was horrible.
It was so horrible. Like, it's just like...
Because didn't he do 3? He did 3 of them, right?
No, he just did 1. They fired his ass.
But they did 2.
No, remember, Val Kilmer did the first 2.
Nah, because remember, look, it was like Batman Returns or some shit like that. Then it was...
That was Michael Keaton, but he did the Batman. Then the Batman Returns. That was the 2 movies Michael Keaton did.
Look it up. I think Clooney did, because if I ain't mistaken, look it up. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the Freezer John a sequel to another one he was in?
Yeah, remember, Val Kilmer was the original Batman for that franchise. Because Chris O'Donnell was in it as the Robin.
Right.
Val Kilmer didn't want to do the Batman no more. So that's when they brought George Clooney. I remember that shit.
Okay.
I remember that shit.
I just want... Is it only one?
Yeah, George Clooney Batman. Batman film, Batman and Robin. That's what it was. It was only
Batman
one
and Robin. Okay.
Batman. And look at the fucking... It got 3.8 out of 10. 28.
So we ain't even being... This is facts right here.
Rotten Tomatoes. That's...
He ruined the Batman series. I think that's why it died,
that's
and
why
then it came back.
But the thing is, like, they was really trying to push it out. After the 2, it was successful. Yeah. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me tell you, Batman Forever. It was only 1. Val Kilmer only did 1 Batman. He only did 1, and then after the next one, he didn't want to do it no more. That was the Batman with Jim Curry.
Right, the Riddler joint.
And what's my other man, the old nigga?
Two-Face.
Two-Face, what's his real name? Damn, what's that old motherfucking name? He old.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Because he's in one of my favorite U.S. Marshals, Wesley Snipes. But what's his name?
I don't remember his fucking name.
No, yeah, what's his name, dog? Let me stop. Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Men in Black. Men in Black. So, you know what I mean? It was Val Kilmer did that first.
That was a classic.
Yeah.
That was a fucking classic.
Men in Black?
Both, okay. That's another one I got added to my top movies all the time as a kid.
I'm a Will Smith fan.
Of course, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Will got some shitty movies, but you know what I mean. I like that After Earth shit. I don't know why he did that, but you know what I mean. You know,
his latest shit ain't been that good.
No, it hasn't been that good. That Suicide Squad I didn't like. You know what I mean? Because like I said.